It is cold today. Oh man. So my hands are cold holding this phone, as a matter of fact. This is my first lap, about halfway. The car's way on the other side, way over there. Let's talk about some news I heard. I had a friend call me and he said, hey, you remember that guy in Oak Cliff that does junk removal? And I was like, yeah, I remember. He's to underage kids. And I'm like, what? Yeah, he quit junk removal. He said that it's too competitive. In other words, this guy who started a junk removal service and he dances. I have a friend that notified me and said, hey, you remember that dude that we used to hang out with at the dance scene? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, he quit junk removal. He's not doing junk removal anymore. And I was like, well, that's disappointing. He goes, yeah, he's a life coach now. And I was like, whoa. Okay, I guess he's a life coach now. Then I know a guy in Mansfield, Texas, named Randy. And Randy in Mansfield, redheaded guy, used to drop dumpsters. Now he's not doing dumpsters anymore. As a matter of fact, he moved to a rural area in Texas, and he's living off the grid. There's two people that quit junk removal, staying relevant in junk removal, and being able to grow your business. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about staying relevant. So I saw a video today where it was just a normal video, and it said making $10,000 a month, my first month in junk removal. Stay relevant. Let's do it next month, the month after that, and the month after that. Stay relevant, right? Let's see how long this person can do that. How long can you keep the $10,000 mark, right? How long can you keep it? Are you able to keep making that much money and forget about the economy, forget about inflation? Let's just keep it like this, and let's see if we can make that much money. Let's just keep it. What do y'all think about that? How difficult is that, right? Anyway, I don't think people realize that when they're watching YouTube videos and they're watching these people say, hey, been doing this for 2 or 3 years and we make $1.2 million in 1 year. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you something. I've been doing this 17 years, and you want to talk about a cheapskate that I am? A cheapskate? I don't make that much money. Period. It doesn't even relate to me. It's an impossibility to do something like that at such a large scale. And I'm located in 13 cities across the U.S. Right? I mean, I have my trucks and I have my trailers. I have my social media that I'm strong on. And you think I do that, but you didn't do it. And you've been doing this how long? There are so many angles to this business and so many things that people can do to this business. How you doing? And just pretty good. And I think the information that's spread out there, especially on social media, especially in this junk removal world, is such a difficult task for people to grasp and think in their head and say, oh man, this guy's doing it right, when we don't even know these people, right? You always have to believe in, like, not what you see, but who you know, and then what you see, right? Because here's all we hear all the time. We always hear about junk removal companies making $20,000 or $1 million in sales. Oh, listen, that's incredible. That is incredible, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. Making that in sales, that's sales. That's revenue. That's just revenue. That's not that hard to make $1 million in revenue. Listen, I could prove this to you. I can spend $20,000 this month, cash, because I have it cash. I can spend $20,000 a month. As a matter of fact, I can tell somebody, some idiot, to spend $25,000 or $30,000 cash in just ads, and I guarantee it, this month he'll make $100,000 or $75,000. Why? Because we're spending so much money to make money, and it shouldn't work like that. It shouldn't work like that, but it does. So when people go out there and say, I made $1.2 million in revenue this year, and all their trucks are financed. I've seen some dudes, some really shitty things out there lately. So I just know, listen, no bank. I saw these teenagers, right? They run a junk removal business locally, right? And they have 2 brand new NPR trucks. And they know me. They said hi to me at the landfill the other day. And they're like, hey, Ricardo, how's it going? I'm like, what's up? What's up with your truck? He goes, yeah, we paid for it cash. No, you didn't. Don't lie to me. I'm not a fucking idiot. It was more disrespectful to me by lying to me than just like who do you think you are, dude? Lying to me. Don't do that. Just tell me the truth, bro. And I asked him, I said, you paid for that cash? He goes, yeah, we paid straight up cash for it. I said, you had $110,000 in the bank to pay for that cash. He goes, yeah, man, we had a good first year. I'm like, dude, whatever, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Oh, we got a question. Here goes. Hey, I have a question. I have a 2008 Ford Expedition that runs fine, but I have the money to get a Ford F-350 diesel power stroke. Used 2008. 2010. Should I buy a 350 or wait till my Expedition gets it? Oh, great question. That's a great question. So you have an Expedition that works good, and you want to go buy a truck. I'll tell you what. Let's put it this way. If you have an additional car, let's say you have a Ford Focus. I don't know, Eddie, if you do or not. Okay. Let's say you have an additional car, and this car is getting used by you and your wife. Y'all go to the grocery. She goes to work in it. Blah blah blah. Whatever. The Expedition is a big vehicle. It's a big vehicle. Has a big old what? I think it's a 5.9 V8. It can pull, and it's designed to pull. I would use that truck in junk removal until it gives out. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Eddie, you're just starting a business right now, okay? You don't know if it's gonna work out. No need to go and buy and invest money in something that you're not sure you want to do. The market right now sucks. Junk removal sucks. And just the whole environment in junk removal just sucks, okay? So I will recommend it to you. Use your truck only if your family's not using it, okay? I don't know what your family situation is, but I would tell you that. Now, I got this question asked to me the other day. They asked the same identical thing. Hey, I have a Ford F-150. I've always owned it. Me and my wife, she has her own car. I have my Ford F-150. And then he says, I'm thinking of buying a trailer or using my dad's trailer that's in his backyard. So I tell him, well, how about your dad's trailer? How big is it? He said, it's 14 foot. I said, there you go. Borrow your dad's trailer. Make money until you can afford to buy your own. Do not invest in a business right now. Do not invest in this business right now. It is tough out there. It's a lot slower than it used to be. Even though I've been doing good. Last week, I did really, really great last week. This week's been slow to me. But I'm going to tell you, bro, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Keep your expenses low. Do not, if you're going to start and jump in, you know why? Let me explain to you why this industry is such an easy industry to get into, okay? Okay, I'm going to tell you. This industry is easy to get into. It's cheap. It is a cheap industry, okay, to get into. That's why so many idiots start this business, Eddie. Eddie, I'm going to tell you something, Eddie. Why people get into this business is because a monkey can do this business. Literally, you go to the fucking zoo, grab a monkey, and you can teach them how to do this business. It's not difficult. It is not difficult. And some of these people out here, they're educated. And Eddie, they think that they can go and get all these jobs. What? They're not getting all these jobs. They're paying for the jobs to get. They're working for somebody. It's like you're working for somebody else. You know what I mean? And here's another thing, Eddie. If you're going to pull a trailer with that Expedition, pull the lightest trailer you got in the minimum at least 14 foot. Pull a flatbed. I think that would be a good decision. How you doing? If you have a chance, that's what you want to do. Pull a flatbed trailer, which is the lightest trailer you can probably get out there, and fill it up. Listen, my son, Maddie, I'm going to tell you something, Eddie. My son, Maddie, has an F-150, and he has an F-350 and a Dodge Ram 3500, okay? He only uses the F-150. Yeah, he said he's going to run it to the ground, and then he put the next truck in production. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. His whole idea is to only use truck. And I'm going to tell you something about my son. He's been very, the last few years, when he didn't own his own business, he used to rag out his F-150. I mean, just rag it out, peel out, take turns fast, and just boom, accelerate really fast. Now, you should see how slow he drives in his truck with this trailer. He's just clunking. I mean, I thought I drive slow. My son drives slow. Yeah. And I'm like going, okay, he's learning. My son is learning. And it's funny because we were talking the other day, and he was talking about how he wants to grow his business before he establishes an adulthood relationship and moves out and everything. He wants to be sure he has his business down first, pat, before he does anything. And I'm thinking, okay, that's a smart kid. He's thinking smart. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking smart. So I want you to think about what I said, Eddie, okay? I don't know if you have a family. I don't know if you're married. I don't know if you have kids. But I will tell you, if your Expedition is getting used for family use, don't use your Expedition. If it is not, it's just an alternative vehicle, then use it. Use it till the wheels fall off of it. You know, my trucks, okay, you've seen my trucks. Hell, I drive my van. I can't bear to tell you how many vehicles I have, okay? I have my van with me. I drive it home every night. I love my van. And I think there's a misunderstanding that people have that you have to show up with a brand new NPR wrap truck. Okay, this is pretty funny. You can show up with a $95,000, let's just say $100,000. You can show up with an NPR wrapped truck that costs you $100,000 plus the wrap another $2,000, $102,000 vehicle. You can pull up with it and do the junk removal and still be making payments to that and make $500. I can pull up with my F550 and my flatbed trailer that I got for free from an eviction, and I can make the same amount you are. So what's the difference? I don't get it. What's the difference? I'm doing it way cheaper than you. I don't have the payments that you have, you know? I will tell you this. Today I did 3 jobs on the schedule. I did about $200 today. It was a slow day. I think it gave me a chance to go home and watch Landman, chill out at home, enjoy my day off. To be honest with you, I really don't know why I work, but I'm not hurting for money, I tell you that much. This business has treated me good, but my haunted house business has treated me even better. I think the realization that a lot of people have in this business is that they're going to be like Ricardo. We're going to make thousands and thousands of, I don't make millions, by the way, make thousands and thousands of dollars in junk removal. No, man. Listen, I've said this before in plenty of other videos. If you are in debt right now, if you are broke right now, you're going to get in junk removal and you're going to be even broker. Why? Because you're bad with money, dude. You're just bad with money. Okay? Now, let me read what Carson says, this jerk. Hey, junk guys, I'm a big fan. Been watching a long time. Is there a side hustle you would recommend us to start on the side to make ends meet during these hard times? Carson, yes, there is. Let's just pretend, great question, Carson. Let's just pretend that we started quit our Home Depot job. We were a manager at Home Depot making 60 grand, right? We were like an assistant manager making 65. And we started a junk removal service and it started taking off. And I said, quit. I'm going to quit junk removal. I'm going to quit Home Depot. And I started doing junk removal. And now I did really good. I made $1,000 my first, $10,000 my first month, $15,000 the second month. Then the economy slumped down, and then boom, we're here right now. Here's what I would recommend doing. You have a truck, you have a trailer. You ever heard of Hot Shots? Sign up for Hot Shots. Hell, sign up for Uber. You know, I mean, sign up for other things. Do moving. Post on Craigslist that you'll help people move for really cheap single items. Because there are so many people that call me and reach out to me and ask me to move the refrigerator from one location to another location, a couch from one location to another. I get calls like that all the time. Sign up for that stuff. Get a little side hustle. Do that. But be diligent when you do it. Do it quick. Be efficient. Do it good so you can get more people to do it. Here's another thing that you could do. Stop spending so damn money. So much money. Stop spending so money. I have a friend who has a friend. I have a good friend. His name is Marcin Malexander. And Marcin Malexander was telling me the other day that he has a friend that used to work at this huge door company. And his friend, they're struggling right now. Their family's struggling. She bought a boat. They own a Mercedes-Benz. They're making payments on cars. They're making payments on house. And they can't afford crap. You know what I mean? Don't get in a situation like that. Don't do that to yourself. And then overall, you're going to think to get in junk removal and start a business, you're going to be broke. You started wrong. You know what I mean? Okay, LOL. I get $500 per roll off, and I can easily, on a slow day, make 5-6 trips. Well, what are we talking about, Robin? What are we talking about, man? Congratulations, dude. Are we talking? Did I bring up something about that? Marcin Malexander, that's his name. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, there are so many things, so many side businesses you can do. Hell, as a matter of fact, go work for Robin. Apparently, Robin can do it. Why every there is construction, they need roll-offs to contractor material to the landfill. Okay. My bad, bro. I didn't know what you were talking about. Apparently, in the whole United States, Robin's doing really good. Maybe we should ask Robin for a job, right? Maybe we should just do that. Because $500 per roll-off, $500. You do it 5 times a day, you make $2,500 a day. 25 times 7 is about $16,000 a week. $16,000 in a month, $98,000 a month. So you make $98,000, and at the end of the year, you make $1.1 million. Holy shit, that was some math. Robin has saved us. I don't want to be a smartass, but you put yourself out there and said that, Robin. You make $1.1 million every year in revenue on your roll-offs. Holy shit, you do that every day. So, you know, guys, being relevant in this business, there's no dump fees, bro. Alex, there's no dump fees. Robin's doing this by himself, bro. She's doing it by himself. Anyway. There are so many fees, so many things people don't think about in this business. And you know what the worst fee is? When you go home, that fee. You know what I mean? All right, so here's another. This guy named Carson Alexander. Okay, let's see. If there's another service that pays as good as junk removal and is similar to junk removal that doesn't require your body. Dang, Carson. You know, that's a good question, brother. That's a good real estate, I guess. I mean, if you're good at it, if you're a good salesman. You know, I build haunted houses. I do really good in my haunted house. You know, I couldn't really think about something like that. I think, let's go back to that question you asked. Is there a job or a service that you can do that pays as good as junk removal, but you don't have to do all the work? Well, yeah. Yeah, let's get to that. First of all, I want to say the fact is, for myself, Carson, I couldn't sit at home and just do stuff on the computer to make money. My thing, I think when I was built, I was made for hard labor. There are people that are made for hard labor. And I think I'm one of those people, you know what I mean? And the reality is, these young kids these days want to make money and don't want to contribute anything to them. And I'm just wondering if Carson is 24 or 26 or 27 years old, somewhere in that range. How old are you, Carson, anyway? Because those are the people that don't want to work hard. They want everything in their hands. Hand it to them. You know what I mean? Hand it to them. So I'm wondering what's going on. All right, the Millionaire Robin says, what would be roll-off dump trailers? No loading, no unloading, no touch. Are you kidding me, man? There's always getting out and closing the doors and stuff on the roll-off. There's always that. There's always small little problems like that people have. And don't get me going when it gets there and gets stuck. When the stuff gets stuck, it gets stuck all the time. I'm not stupid. I used to have roll-offs. Been there, done that. Hey, you know what, Robin? I don't know if you've ever owned a junk removal service, but it's way more lucrative than a dumpster roll-off. So I had 2 dumpster trailers. I had 14 12-yard dumpsters. And I'm going to tell you something. It was one of the worst investments I ever did. I wasted my time dropping off these dumpsters all the time. I was making money. Well, this was back in the day too. But I also realized I had a better business, and that was called junk removal. Yeah. So Carson says he's 19, seen junk teens. So, oh, you seen junk teens do it. Okay, he says, they inspired me with the money they make, $1 million per year. So let me tell you something about that, Carson, because this is great that you brought this up, and I'm going to welcome that question for you, Carson Alexander. Okay, then I'm going to tell you something. Junk teens, seen it. I've seen it before. I've seen businesses like this come up really fast and fizzle out really fast. Now, these kids, cool kids, I've conversated with them. Last time I talked to him, he said both his trucks are paid off. No, I don't think so. Last time I talked to these kids, how do they do so many jobs if they're in school still? That doesn't make any sense to me. Listen, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. I don't care how many vehicles they got. The bigger their business is, the more employees they have, the more people they have in the cookie jar, and that's common sense. Now, on the other, either they come from a wealthy family, or someone has a trust fund or something that's helping them out. Here's another thing. I don't know how old these kids are, 18, 20 years old, but I'm going to tell you something right up. This is true stuff. You tell me the bank, okay, that will finance their trucks for them. You tell me that bank right now, at their age, tell me the bank that will finance them a $100,000 truck. Because I would love to find out who's doing that. Okay? Because if they own these vehicles, I'd love to, if they finance these vehicles, I'd love to find out who does that. You know what I mean? I would love to. Because I have no idea who's doing that. Yeah. I doubt it. It's even their parents, dude. You know, my dad made a lot of money in his business. And there's no way my dad, even though he had a lot of money, there was no way my dad would have co-signed for me a $100,000 vehicle. He's not an idiot. That's why he had money. He wasn't stupid. He wouldn't co-sign for me any kind of vehicle. Not like that. Not that easy. You know what I mean? Robin says, minimum bells and whistles by the work models. Don't know what that one means. Yeah, Lionheart. He says parents. Definitely. Okay. So I want to get back to the meet and greet of this. The meat of this video. And the fact is, staying relevant in junk removal, being able to compile your business for years to come is one of the most difficult things that you can do in this business. And I'm going to tell y'all something. We're about to get a big old wake-up call from Google in 2025. They're unrolling right now so much information to help the rankings. And Ricardo might fall off the rankings. He might fall off. I don't know what I'm going to do. But one thing's for sure, I'm not leaving this game. I'm going to stay in this game. I'm going to keep on making money and trying to hustle. But I will, here's another side note. That's what this guy does. He always says, side note, is the fact is, it is Christmas time and people are tight during Christmas time. They're not going to pay for our service. They're going to pay for a Nintendo or a Xbox or PlayStation 6 or 9, whatever they're on. That's what they're going to pay for. They're not going to pay for it. So if you think it's slow right now, don't worry about it. This happens every year. Every year it's the same thing. So it's not anything that y'all should worry about. Because I know a lot of people that are in this industry right now that are struggling in this industry or that didn't have any jobs. Shit, I made $200 today, man. To 190. You know, I got home and I got a phone call to go pick up like these 3 bikes and this pallet. Charged the person $60. Boom, that put me at 190 today. And I was done. I didn't even want to go do it. I'd only made like 90 plus 40, 120, something, 130, 60. Yep, boom, 190. That's what I said. So there, I made $190 today. There are so many things that people will say on social media just to boost them up, just to say, how you doing? Just to say that they're making this money. Don't believe in the hype, guys. Being relevant in junk removal and staying in this game long will serve you better, okay? And just do the minimum right now. Just do the minimum. Don't try to do anything incredible. God, it got dark on me quick, didn't it? It got dark on me. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll talk to y'all later. I did 3 laps today. I feel fat as fuck. And I'll see y'all next time around. All right, guys, have a great night. Don't forget, guys, subscribe, hit my link below, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Oh, shit. I don't know how to turn this off. All right, bye-bye.